Morning, good morning, good morning. This Big Mark coming at you in your face with the real. As always, I gotta keep this thing pumping and jumping. I'm gonna take a little turn today. Uh, I'm gonna get a little racial. I'm seeing something that's accelerating. It's been going on a long time, and a lot of us are not addressing it, especially the church. As a former pastor, it's very concerning to me. You know, after slavery, the black family was strong in America, very strong. Up to about the mid 60s, early 60s. Before then, we built the infrastructure in America. We laid down every railroad. A black man was literally the architect for the White House. He was the architect. We built America. But what happened in the 60s was Lyndon Baines Johnson had a war on poverty, and he developed a welfare program. But it only helped women and children. Didn't help men. If you had a man, you didn't qualify for welfare. But if you were women and children, they qualified. If you have more babies, we give you more checks. More babies, more money. Have a man, no check. It was like that for 40 years. And that's the way slavery was ran. The master always took care of the women and children, but he switched the man out. The man was never stable. And what welfare did was it perpetuated that. Instead of just helping women and children, it should have helped black families. Whole families were impoverished, not just women and children. And because they did that, black women were literally having babies, 6 and 7 babies by 6 and 7 different men, having these fat food stamp checks, these fat welfare checks. They was rolling as long as they didn't have a man, just a baby's daddy. No man, no father in the home. And this was perpetuated. This is why I hate to see Congress and them say, well, the black family have a problem with fatherlessness in their own blood. You contributed to it. You contributed to the delinquency of the black family, starting with slavery, then welfare. And guess what? It didn't stop there. This is why I got to say, we as black people, we have to hold ourselves accountable. Because nobody will, you know. Um, so since the welfare thing jumped off, we still have the feminization of the black man. Some of these black folk on TV, the newscasters and on ET, Entertainment Tonight, Good Morning America, these guys look so soft. You can't tell whether they gay or straight. Now, when I look at a white man on the news and on TV, you can see right off the back, you can tell. But when it comes to the black man, you can't tell whether they're gay or straight on TV because of the types of black men that they're picking. They don't want strong, masculine, tall, well-fit, very articulate. No. They want boys like Snoop Dogg. Bitches ain't shit for those entries. Lil Wayne. They want guys like, I wouldn't say alpha male. I don't like that term. Or beta male. But the feminization of the black man has hit the church so hard. The preachers are so weak. And then they're crying, we're all the men in the church. We're all the men. Dude. You can't get no peon and make him a general and have him start guiding the young generals. Man, we not letting no man lead us like that. Then you got the wives putting more faith in the pastor than their husband. Ask your husband. Your first church is supposed to be the family anyway, home. Forget about that church with the steeple. Forget about the offering plate right now. You need to get your house together. That's supposed to be the first church. A woman should never have to go to another man to get spiritually touched or to get her wisdom. These women got more respect for the pastors than their own husbands. But listen to me, brother. You got to give them something respect. Because if you ain't providing, the women ain't going to respect you. If you ain't protecting, the women ain't going to protect you. If you're not listening, the man is not going to protect you. Excuse me. You have to give a woman something to respect. And then, brothers, we don't respect each other. When I was cripping out there on the streets when I was 14, 15 years old in Cali, I wasn't worried about the white man unless he had a badge on. I was worried about the brother down the street in red about to kill me or I'm about to pop. You know, we were always our worst enemy, but now it's time to build our nation. It's time to come out of this baby's daddy drama and this baby's mama drama. Fathers need to be stand up and held accountable for. Our nation is it's in charades. It's fake. And then you got this Roe versus Wade. Do you know the abortions in America, over 80% of them are blacks and Latinos? But yet, it's more white people fighting for abortions. It's more white people trying to push this thing. But yet, millions of black babies and Latino babies are aborted every year. And the men have no place in it. It's the woman's right. The man is debased again. He can't stand for an unborn fetus. He can't stand and say, I want the baby if you don't want it. We have no place in society, so we must take our place. Just like I was saying yesterday in my video, motivational speakers from the number 1 to the number 10 come in our schools telling our black kids stop playing the victim mode. Pull your pants up. Get yourself together. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You have to go get it yourself. Get your education. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You say these exact same thing to a Jew, and you will go from the number 1 motivational speaker to the number 1 anti-Semitic speaker. Because you can't say nothing about these Jews. But yet you can speak on these black folk. You never associate Holocaust with slavery. Now the Jews took a hit in 1945. They got reparations. They not only got given a nation, but they got given a military and billions of dollars. They were given it. They didn't come in there and muscle them Palestinians and take their stuff because this is ours. We standing for it. America and Britain set Israel up, and they gave them. They gave it to them. But yet you want to send a motivational speaker in my school and tell me ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. It's about time we start attaching the Holocaust to slavery. And black people, we are Holocaust victims. Slavery was a Holocaust. We can never count the amount of black men and women who were raped and were lynched over 400 years. And we still being spit on right now. By the Democratic Party mostly. At least the Republicans are straight up. Every election. No sooner come to the election, they start showing a bunch of black people getting killed by police. Racist card. Last election, they did it for the first time. Everybody was hollering reparations. You fools. They play the race card every year, and we fall for it. Nobody mentioned nothing about reparations. But yet, we still get presumed, oh, we all Democrats. Or, I'm going to tell you something. We got to stand up because ain't nobody going to do nothing for us. We have to stand up. We have to take responsibility for our actions. We have to take responsibilities for our home. Black man, ain't you tired of these women and grandparents raising our nation? Why you think we wilding out in every state? We doing the same thing in every state. We have to stand up. Whether they feminizing us or not, black men. Whether we being emasculated or not. And we are. We are being put down on every side. We have to lift ourselves up. We have to care about ourselves enough to be able to move forward and heal our nation. A body without the head is a dead body. And that's what our nation is about. I didn't mean to get racist, but I'm just sick of seeing the feminization of the black man from Hollywood to the church, everywhere. This is why we are not heard of in the home. We ain't heard of at church. And the few that are there, They're not worth guiding women. That's why it's a lot of pedophilia in the church. A lot of pastors are are having sex with these women in our churches. The reason why is because the absence of the head. If we had more fathers in the church, it would be less pedophilia. It'd be less adultery from these pastors. It might be a little bit more head busting because ain't nobody gonna take that messing with their kids and messing with their wives. Don't allow a preacher to dictate what goes on in your house and what goes on in your wife's head. If another man got to spiritually feed your wife, if another man got to spiritually uplift your wife, brother, you slipping. Come on, y'all, let's take control of our nation because only we can do it. And like I said, ain't nobody else going to give us nothing. They gave the Jews theirs, they gave the Indians theirs, they gave the Chinese and theirs, they gave the Irish theirs. They even made a anti-hate Asian bill. We ain't never had, we still don't got an anti-African American bill. We're going to have to do this ourselves, bro. We got to stop looking to the government. We got to stop looking to the church. We got to start looking to our heads of our home. We are the leaders of our nation, not Al Sharpton, not Jesse Jackson, not them crazy fools and Black Lives Matter. We are the leaders of our nation, the fathers, and we need to take our place. Come on, my brother from another mother. Yo, just a little something, something. Just a little something, something. And remember, falling is a lot like flying till you hit that ground, so keep your head up.